Egypt are Paris-bound after 4 years since their last Olympic participation. They've been drawn into Group C, where they'll face the Dominican Republic, Uzbekistan, before sending off with a tough clash against Spain on July 30th. Although the team have been struggling to keep a clean sheet in recent games, it means that head coach Roger Michael will need to work a miracle if he is to indeed achieve a first ever gold medal for the Pharaohs. Speaking of winning a gold medal, I bet you didn't know the lengths the Egyptian FA have gone to in order to ensure victory in Paris this summer. I'll give you a hint. It's a $2 billion investment that will blow your mind. Stick around to find out. Without further ado, let us get right into it. Before getting into the nitty-gritty of this year's Olympic roster, we have to digress just a little bit and focus on a certain individual player. Now, there's no denying that we all associate Egypt with Mohamed Salah. After all, fans have dubbed him the Egyptian king ever since he made his mark in England. Since making his debut back in 2017, he scored a record-breaking 155 Premier League goals for Liverpool, the most by a single player in the club's history. The overall idea is that Mohamed Salah is nothing short of a sensation that will not feature in the upcoming Olympics. As expected, New Reds manager Arne Slot has denied the Egyptian permission to link up with the national team this summer. Instead, Roger Michael and the squad will have to rely on another Mohamed. I'm talking about Mohamed El Neni. See, Mohamed El Neni is yet another Egyptian gem who's played in the Premier League for Arsenal, making 161 appearances. He was the last remaining player of the Arsene Wenger era, and with Mikel Arteta taking over, the midfielder has seen a significant decline in playing time over recent years. Still, despite his lack of playing time, El Neni never complained. He was happy and content, as well would always put in his best performances whenever called upon. The streets will never forget his masterclass against Manchester United back in 2020, securing 1-0 victory for the Gunners. With that said, this will most likely result in him being a favorite of newly appointed head coach Roger Michael, a man who's a proven winner, having won the Olympics with Brazil back in 2016. After all, El Neni was called up as one of the 2 overage players in Michael's squad. The other overage player is none other than Ahmed Zizou Said. Michael has given reasons for why he has opted for this midfield duo. Speaking in a press conference, Michael stated that these players are fighters. They excel in big matches, combining a fighting spirit with technical prowess to execute my game plan. Another one of Michael's most important players is Ibrahim Adel, one of Egypt's most famous wonder kids and a rising star. During the U23 AFCON, Adel's midfield dominance and playing skills were instrumental in his team's success. As a recognition of his outstanding efforts, he won Player of the Tournament. It is worth mentioning that although he has spent much of his international career with the youth team, he's no stranger to the first team, having made more than 5 caps thus far. Adel currently plays in the Egyptian Premier League for Pyramids FC, a team based in Cairo. His 6 goals and 4 assists in 21 matches played was very instrumental as the team finished second in the 2022-2023 season. Due to his staggering rise, it's no surprise that a number of European clubs are monitoring his progress. The likes of Arsenal, Brentford, Brighton, Nottingham Forest are all monitoring his progress. However, it is highly likely that he will join Liverpool. According to sources, Mohamed Salah has gone to great efforts to convince the youngster to join him at Anfield. Having said that, Liverpool fans should not get excited just yet. See, the thing is, although the prospect of the youngster joining Liverpool is imminent, he currently does not qualify for a work permit in the Premier League. As such, if the Reds are to sign him in January, they would have to loan him out to a side in Europe to smoothen the process. We have seen clubs like Manchester City follow a similar approach. First, they signed Julian Alvarez from River Plate during the January transfer window. However, the Argentinian was only permitted to arrive at the Etihad in June alongside Erling Haaland. Furthermore, the same was done for Argentinian wonder kid Claudio Echeverri, only joined Manchester City in January 2025. With that said, it's highly likely that Ibrahim Adel will follow a similar path with an asking price of £5 million, plus add-ons. Another focal point that may guarantee a gold medal for the Egyptian is grass? No, seriously, hear me out. The Egyptian FA has recently invested on a new £2.8 billion multi-purpose venue. It is the same area where the national team have been training ahead of their Olympic participation. Located in Egypt International Olympic City, the gigantic venue began in 2018 as part of a new generation of smart sports facilities as well as sports development within the nation. It sits at 468 acres, a capacity of 92,000 seats, a complex of swimming pools, including 2 Olympic pools, one with enclosure and another open, a gymnastics hall and changing rooms, an area dedicated to group games, and a social building, a complex of football fields, including 4 fields of legal dimensions, 5 A-side fields, tennis courts, squash courts, volleyball courts, basketball courts, beach soccer fields, a hockey field, and other multi-purpose fields. And finally, 3 stadiums to be dedicated to host major tournaments such as the World Cup and Olympic Games. All in all, perfect setting to ensure optimal training for the national team as they prepare to take part in the Olympic Games. Having said that, do you think a $2.8 billion sports complex is going to help bring the nation a gold medal? Let us know what you think right down below. And if you like this video, you'll definitely enjoy this. Craziest football scandals that stunned the world. Ronaldo did what? I can't believe it. You gotta click it, man.